Ladies and gentlemen, PTownMedia, Javen Harper. I have with me today RobYoung. What's up with you, dude? How you doing today?
Doing good, man. Doing good. It's good to be back out in the 503.
Hey, absolutely, man. I'm glad I can get some of your time behind the scenes. You guys got a dope project going on right now, man. I want to ask you, man, how did you get on this project with Juma, the project called Hallelujah? Tell me a little about that.
Me and Juma, we've been rocking for a long time, you know what I'm saying? I actually went to Portland State, so we met each other and we did a project together with me. Juma and Zito had a group called The Union. So just over time, we just naturally always coming back and working with each other, you know what I mean? It's been quarantine life, so I've been in the Northwest just getting tapped back into my roots from Tacoma, Seattle, been out in Portland a lot, just rocking with my day ones, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he said, let's work on something.
No, I feel it. You been rocking in the Pacific Northwest for a long time. You know, most people don't know that you have actually rocked the stage, you know, for fans of upwards of 20,000 K. You know, 20,000 fans in the stadium. What's that like, having that experience, being in front of 20,000 fans?
You wanna know a funny story? So, 20,000 fans, that show was actually at a Portland Trailblazers basketball game at halftime versus Seattle Supersonics.
Wow.
And it was my first performance ever.
Okay.
First performance ever was at a halftime for 20,000. So that was an amazing experience, especially because it was, you know, it was tense. It was Seattle and Portland. The rivalry was like
absolutely
at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that was beautiful. So that's like really when I hit that bug to want to keep performing. You know what I'm saying? And so from there we just kept building and kept building and kept building and kept building. You know, right. Started working with opening up for Lupe. Did that in Portland. Did that in Berkeley, California, and Twista, and just constantly been on the stage as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. You get a chance to come rock when this opens back up. Come check your boy out. That's true.
Absolutely, man. You know, I've met Twista before. Cool guy. He's been out here before. Tell me, what was that experience like opening up for Twista?
Man, that was amazing because I grew up listening to Twista, you know what I'm saying?
I did too, bro.
Yeah. You know, Twista had, he had them slow jams that we used to, that's when you roll the windows up, put your arm around a chick, you throw some Twister on, and a little bit of Pope Pippin, you good.
Right. I mean? You know, I don't think nobody ever broke his record, by the way, still. I think his record still remains the same in the Guinness Book of World Records by his being being able to rap the fastest. So I believe that record hasn't been broken.
Right. And it's crazy, too, because especially back in that day, fast rap wasn't really the thing. It was kind of
more slow.
It was more slow. So it's like, yo, you got to slow it down, Twista. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, that's mainstream is rapping fast. So it's kind of cool to see, hip hop transition. You know what I'm saying? And then know, yo, these are the godfathers of that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
You know, a cool, just talking with you, a cool thing that I don't think people really know is that you're the son of an African American man that has the largest African American art museum on the West Coast.
Right.
What was that like growing up around your father? I'm sure you saw a lot of art, learned about a lot of Black history. Just share with us what that was like, because that's pretty huge to be the son of a father that had the largest African American art museum. I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it was named Jasley Robert. It's named after all of us, Jasmine Leon Robert. Off of MLK, in Tacoma, Washington. That was a beautiful experience to be able to grow up with that deeply rooted understanding of what it is to be Black and be able to see, art from the African diaspora all over, you know, and it really stood for a beacon in Tacoma at its time, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, especially him being like a griot and a motivational speaker and a poet, that's really what kind of got me into writing, is watching him perform. And so I started writing poetry, and then that turned into, rapping, really. You know what I'm saying, at a young age.
I had to ask you that, with it being Black History Month and everything. So shout out to all our people in this struggle. Shout out to all our fallen heroes.
Totally.
Shout out to those that are still in the trenches, pushing the lines for us. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I also wanted to ask you, I know you got a project that you're working on called Tribe.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that and what we might expect on that particular project coming up.
Man, that project's gonna be very high intensity, tribal, kind of a tribal twist to it. The whole ideology of Tribe is really talking about the people who you rock with and the different aspects of those individuals. I have some really personal songs on there. I went through a situation with my girl where she had a miscarriage. I have a song about that of thinking about what it would have been like to be a Black father at this time and how I would be able to what conversations would I have to have, you know what I'm saying? As a result to if you're not Black in this time period, you know what I mean? I wrote that song right after George Floyd died. You know what I'm saying? And so there's going to be a lot of very deep-rooted conversations in the music in this project. You know, one of my favorite tracks is on there. It's called Night Shift. You know what I'm saying? That's just basically saying that we black, we got to work twice as hard. It's the truth that we do.
That's that's facts. That's big facts. Yeah. Well, man, we'll let you get back at it, man. Tell the people where they can find you and how they can tap into your music, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. You can check me out. RobYoung Music. Everything's RobYoung Music. Twitter, Instagram, RobYoungMusic.com. Check me out. Going back and forth between California and Portland. So I'm going to be out here a lot. When everything opens up, we're going to get through this. Then you're going to check me out more. I also had a major project that I did this last year called Excuse My Accent with Dre Ross and Charlene. Go check that out. Got millions of views. And actually really spoke on the struggles that we have as people of color. And in this time, it's something that'll make you cry, so get your tissue. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Shout out to PTownMedia, the hottest media in Portland. 503.
Hey, you heard it yourself, Javen Harper, RobYoung, PTownMedia. You got to stay with us to go ahead and see the rest of the details. I'm not going to spill the beans. Like, subscribe, share, comment. We out, y'all.